Howdy folks, Grok the DuckFarmer here. I'm playing Feed the Beast Evolution here on the FTOG server, and one of the drawbacks of jumping around from dimension to dimension is occasionally you get these dimensional leakage, which sounds like a medical problem, and if you're experiencing dimensional leakage, there's probably some medicine for that, but I went ahead and made a group of end islands just because it needed it. You know, we've got the nether stuff over there. Here's the end islands, and we've got a nice collapsed boat here. And I was thinking Edmund Fitzgerald, except that's in the Great Lakes. Mrs. the Duck Farmer was saying the Black Pearl because that's at World's End, and this is the end, and yeah, it makes sense. I decided to call it the Purple Pearl because that's all purple behind there. Anyway, let's go home. Hey, I'm home. It's great. Anyway, let's jump in. Yes, the kitties are now on their own little pedestals to keep them out of the way. Been doing a few things here. The induction casing, I'm up to 26 billion FE in here, working my way up there. All this stuff is gone. In fact, if we take a look, we'll ignore that stuff being gone. I now have count them, two thermo generators, the top tier ones, but they're not running water, or not water, but let's break this. Oh, that's gonna now pour out. This is the liquid DT fuel, and let's put that back. Instead of the blazing crystal, which is 280% of the normal power, I went with the DT fuel, and that's 500,000. I'm doing 10,000 each is what I'm doing. So if we look at this, plus I resurrected all my wind turbines from Mechanism, stuck them back up there, and so they're doing about 2K with 10 of them, 12 of them, I think 12, and the other 20 is coming from those two thermals, and that's fine. I'm still only using about 430 FE, which is my AE stuff. Let's see, other stuff. Oh, talking about the DT fuel. I looked and said, okay, DT fuel needs a chemical infuser to put the tritium in with the deuterium. Okay, can do that. Tritium comes from lithium, and I needed a solar neutron activator to take the lithium. Well, I got lithium from the big Mechanism evaporation towers. I just needed to convert it from liquid into the gas. Well, I've got the decondensator to do that. So lithium to the tritium, easy. Now, to get the deuterium, for that I needed to get heavy water, and that's just a Mechanism pump over a single block of water with the filter in place. And there's the filter. Super easy. That's 10. So super easy. That got me 10 buckets of that. Here's the recipe for the pump. Here's the recipe for the pressurized reaction chamber, which uses the enrichment chamber in it, tanks. And then the solar neutron. Oh, but there's that HDPE sheet. For that, I needed HDPE pellets. For that, I needed to take substrate, oxygen, and ethylene. Well, oxygen is easy. The substrate is, and it's all the same machines, but different recipes, biofuel. Well, you take any living thing, and I did like 4 stacks of leaves, and I crushed them in there in the presence of hydrogen and water, and that gave you substrate. Perfect. So, and then the ethylene plus oxygen gave me that. The ethylene was part of this process of crushing. Here, let's go back to here. Gives a byproduct of ethylene, and so that's exactly what I wanted. So that's a little rabbit hole there. Anyway, but now that I've got these substrates, what was this? Oh yeah, that gives me that lithium, tritium, tritium. Yeah, that was the lithium part. Heavy water, you run the heavy water through an electrolytic separator, and that gets you oxygen and deuterium. Deuterium is just a hydrogen with 2 protons. No, 2. Is it? Yeah, it's a single proton and 2 neutrons on it. That's the DO. And then the tritium is a single neutron, or a single proton with 3 neutrons on them. And when you slam them together, you get a hydrogen, which is 2 protons, 2 neutrons, and 1 extra that goes off, and that causes the chain reaction. Anyway, again, yay for chemistry. But the deuterium was able to sit there and split with this from the heavy water, and then I was able to sit there and convert that over and make the DT fuel. I made 2 buckets worth, and I said, done. I packaged all the rest of the stuff away. Oh, there's the chemical infuser recipe. Not hard at all. Anyway, so that's all taken care of. The other thing I was mentioning up here, this was the AE2 stuff, and it was just kind of a pain. I did break down all of the inscribers here, and there was a power channel that I was able to use, and I needed a electrolytic separator, so I grabbed this guy. Instead of making a production chain that would just stay, it was just ad hoc. Anyway, but all that stuff is gone, and I moved it down into here, so it's all in its own little chunk. And my very first Minecraft video was how to use Ender IO to automate all of these. It's so much easier now. So I've got here the charging, so I can make the charging Certus quartz, and I can drop that into here. This is coming out on the gold yellow channel and going in here only on the gold yellow channel, and then out on the white channel. The white channel comes into this chest over here, which is the output. So everything else is in on green, and that comes out of this chest. And then when these things are done, so that's the Certus, the gold, the diamond, and the silicon, when those guys are done, they all output on brown, which goes back into this chest. And then the green goes into this one, which does the combination. Redstone printed silicon can only go into this one. These are smart enough that when they've got the press in there, you can only put the appropriate item in. If I try to put a diamond in here, it just doesn't work because it's not expecting it. That makes this setup so much easier. Before, I had to have filters so that it would only put the right thing in. And right now I'm able to, let's see, this is auto export. I've got that off because my Ender IO is grabbing it. On means it could actually push it into things near to it or into chests, which would be handy, but not what I wanted. Automation access mode means you can insert and extract from any side. Again, life makes so much easier with that setup. Anyway, so just those color channels, and then this last one is where everything comes in. So any of the printed silicon or the various processors go into here. Good coughing. They go into here, and then they automatically go into this one on the green channel because that's the only place that they can go. All of these 5 go in on green, and then the result comes out here. So if we take a look at this, let's go around so we can see it. Oh, and then I've got power coming in on this side. If I push that in there, it automatically grabs them, and they come out in here really fast, which is fantastic. So that's how that's done. And then this one, if I just go burp and stick those all in, they automatically go into the place they need to go. And I love that they do that automatically. That is so fantastic. And then you can see that one automatically got put in there. There's the diamond one. And so as these bits come in, they will get processed. It's so nice. And then as they get finished, they come into here. So great. It would be a little bit nicer if I'd put it down on the ground, but I was thinking I'd have to grab it from the top and the bottom and the back. And I don't. These are so much easier to work with now. So nice. And we're just looking for that last one to come in, and it's all done, which is fantastic. There, done. So to automate this with, say, AA2, you could set up one of the inscriber. Okay, now I'm drawing a blank of the name. What is this crafty thingy here? Pattern. No, that's the pattern provider. Yeah, I think that's the... you need this because this is what actually tells it to run. And if you have one of these pattern providers pointed with the recipe, one into this chest or directly into this charger, and you tell it make 10, it'll put it in one at a time because that's all it can do. And the rest of those are staying into the AE2 crafting space. For this one, I would point it into this chest. So when you say, I need a printing press, you would need a recipe for taking the regular silicon into printed silicon, and another recipe that says printed silicon, redstone dust, and whichever processing piece you need would go into here. And you just shove those bits into here, it processes them, and they come out here. So feed that in with an importer. Super simple now. I didn't set it up with AE2 because A, I don't want to do it upstairs because there's not much room, and B, I doubt I'll be doing many more of these. So I don't. If I were going to make a wall of drives and fill it up with, however many 10 drives per container, then yes, I would set this up and automate it and let it the crafting. But I don't have to because I'm not using that. I'm using occultism. That's so nice. All right, so those are things going on. Oh, I wanted to craft some of the big end things. Let's see. Let's go back here to V to open up my crafter stuff. And Soul of Flight, that's already been crafted. In fact, if let's go Fargo's. I need to make this the Soul of Flight Mastery, and it needs those 2 bits plus a Ultimate Talisman base. Hey, look, I've got them already made. So there's that. There's the Soul of Supersonic. And then I also need to make the Soul of Colossus. That took me a long time because this thing, the worm scarf, I couldn't find. And was that, yeah, that was part of the one. And frustrating. Anyway, Soul of Colossus. This one, superhuman strength and immunity to all negative debuffs. Yes, we've tested it on the server. Using a kill command via the console is a negative debuff. And I was trying that on Smash because he was the first one to get this. And yeah, it was not killing him. He would have to take this off before it would kill him. And so I was going, that's pretty amazing. All right, the other thing that I need to do, I need to not hit that E, come into here. Let me grab my soul. Lost a whole bunch of health. So there's my Soul of Minecraft. And if I hit U on this, I can make what is the Soul of Dimensions, which is all of these together. And this is using the Godly Talisman base, which is 2 of the ultimates. Well, that was easy enough to craft because I had it. Let's go back to here, and I wanted to go to Fargo's Talismans. So I just completed these 2. I've been doing Adventure Box. I'm not sure what I want gem-wise for that. Soul, another Adventure Box. Give me that. All right. And now I can make this Soul of... At this point, I really don't need much. However, let's go ahead and put these all together. There's the Soul of Dimensions. That's the part where you say that it's done. Oh, that. I need to make another one of those. Well, fine, I'll do that. This gives me a really nice set of possibilities. Oh, well, yes. Okay, I can do that. However, what I do want to do is set this up with Silk Touch. Not Silk Touch. Soulbound. That's the word I'm looking for. Soulbound. So I don't lose these things anymore on death. Although, what's the chance of me dying? Pretty dang remote at this point. So Totem of Undying, block of lapis, block of the source gems, a book. Oh, and then the anima essence. Well, that's just those bits around the imbuement chamber. Well, that's easily enough done. In fact, let's come over here, jump over to the Ars Novos area. And oh, hey, look. Let me grab that off of there. Toss that into here. And I got everything ready for the Soulbound enchant for me. And you can see the blocks of charcoal or coal, can't remember which, they're just all getting eaten up. All right, there we go. I now have a soulbound. Hey, that's soulbound. That's soulbound. That's soulbound. All of those are soulbound. None of these are soulbound because I don't care that much. Oh, I also have that soulbound. My magnet is soulbound. My backpack definitely soulbound. My wireless universal terminal. Yep, that's soulbound. This, the leather belt, gives me 7 additional charm slots. I don't need that anymore because I've got a magnet charm and I've got my soul of dimensions. I don't need lots and lots of the different charm slots, which means let's jump over to here and let's go up here and you one perfect. Oh no, I broke my anvil, but this is now soulbound, which is perfect. Let's put that to here, and my hit points are going to go bananas because I have a lot of hit points now. If we look at this, I think it's total health. T for total health, or is it just health? I can't remember. Max health. Okay, it was 300 something. It's now 1700 health. Look at all those healths there. So that's a lot of different multipliers on there. That's a lot of multipliers. So I'm glad I have regen 4 because that makes this so much easier to get my health back. It does mean that sometimes when I log in, my health isn't registered. And so I have to generate, something close to 1300 health. It's a lot of health. Anyway, I did, let's see, Fargo's talismans, GUI. I did go through here and turn off a bunch of the stuff. This is like 64 blocks to be able to break stuff. Nope, not going to do that. I also turned off the Soul of Supersonic. It's too fast for running around doing stuff. Too fast. If I need to find something and nobody's on the server, I'll turn it on here, but I'll go something like 5-6 chunks, stop, let the server catch up, go another 5-6 chunks, stop, let the server catch up. And this is my third way of doing flight. I've got the jeans, I've got my set of armor, which has the modifier for flight, and now this gives me creative flight. So yes, I love the idea of having lots of different flight options. And since we're talking about flight options, let me go out here and have a little snack. Excuse me. So delicious. Although as I'm generating these hearts, some of my food saturation is turning into healing. It's fun. Look at those hearts just fly up. That's why I wanted regen 4, because it makes this so much faster. All right, so that's done. Oh. Now that these are all soulbound, which is great. And here we can turn this piece off. I don't need that. These are all soulbound, and everything in here is now soulbound. And anything I didn't need, because I don't need a lot of these other relics and whatnot. I just got rid of them, put them in my regular system inventory. Hey, go into the regular system inventory because I don't need them. But because these are all soulbound, they will stay here, which is great because I want my blood. I made a plasmid here for keep inventory, and that comes from the endermites. And so I grabbed a stack of pearls, tossed them until I summoned 2 of them, and then I scraped both of them for genes. It was like 6-7 scrapings off of each of them. It wasn't very much. Ran through the system. The second one gave me the keeps inventory stuff that I needed. And now, when I die, if I die, which is really unlikely, here, let's get the, will I have blindness on me? That blindness went away instantly instead of waiting around for a while. Ooh, I wonder if I attack a warden now, if that actually will give me that funky blindness effect. That's a good question. I don't know, but we've got the syringe for later use. Previously, when I was playing with the keep inventory, all the armor and everything in here went into my inventory slot on death. which was nice that it kept it, but that meant if I had a full inventory from, say, doing a whole lot of mining and then died, these didn't go into the inventory. They went into a grave. And sometimes it actually says that the grave mods and the keep inventory sometimes can conflict with each other. And so now that all my armor and all of my charm bits here are all soulbound, they stay in their slots. So that means the keep inventory gene is well worth having. All right, that makes me super happy. And I think my hearts have stopped generating, so I can actually eat and be done. There we go. Yum, yum, yum. That's the eat grass. It's delicious. I wish this were an actual real sun, because if it were a real sun out there, then I would just photosynthesis, and that would be great. Unfortunately, it doesn't work. The solar neutron activator doesn't work in this dimension, because that's not a real sun up there. So I had to do that in the overworld. All right, so that's all done. That's all done. What I wanted to do was this over here. I wanted to get into Forbidden Arcanus, and this little section is the main thing that you need. Now, me and making floating islands. I love making floating islands, and I also do have this little walkway for people who don't have flight. So if they visit, they can actually get up here. Sorry, you can't get to the end. There's no walkways over there. But I found a orchard dimension, not dimension, biome that had these arum logs, and these are pretty trees. I love the looks. I love the little particles they emit. These are the shelf fungi I got from someplace, I don't remember, but they seem to fit very nicely. Maybe they came from there too, I don't remember. Anyway, so if we take a look at the quests, if we take a look at the Forbidden and Arcanus quest, you need to get the shards here. Mining did that. You need to make the Munda de Bird dust, and that was not hard. You need to make the arcane crystal dust. Well, that's taking those crystals and cooking them up. So I got this, made a stack of those. Easy, easy. And then you can start making these. Not a problem. And then those you can start using to make these gilded darkstone bits. And so I've got all the bits here. And let me grab this and minus 2 of those. So this needs, let's put this, no, come back here, you. Take the smithing table and put it in the center. And if I right click with the, okay, what's the name there? Munda bitter, Munda, the dust. Crouch click. There we go. Oh, good. Because there's leaves right above this. I was wondering if the lightning would strike, but it went around, which is perfect. So there's the tier 1 Hephaestus Forge. Don't quiz me on the pronunciation of these things. And let me put another one over here. A lot of this I got from the wiki, which is out of date with this, but it was good enough. This should, yeah, see, it's going to slowly start generating for me this Ariel, and I'll need some of that for some of the rituals that I'm going to be making. So it looks like it's getting me one of those every 2-3 seconds or whatever. These pedestals go around here, and the reward was very nice because these it says let's grab some random hey B let's grab some sticks, because if I just go spatoo, you're supposed to yeah, well, that was my magnet. Okay, it's not doing it, huh? Interesting. The thing I was reading was, okay, let's take a look. Maybe it was out of date. Forbidden and pet. Okay, so there's this. It was completely backwards that I was seeing. I was thinking this is the regular pedestal. You've got to right click to put it on. The magnetized darkstone pedestal. Huh. Okay, I've got to do a ritual to make that, and I guess you right click and it turns it into magnetize. Then when you just put something near it, it magnetizes it and puts it in. Anyway, that's fine. Let's put this away just to be nice. How are you doing for Arum now? Or real? Yeah, so that's working. Souls, blood, and experience. Those are the four things that come on with this. And this is tier 1. Oh, hey, that's... Can I climb all the way up over? Because it's just a little bit indented. It allows my step assist to go all the way over. Fun. Okay. Anyway, I really want to upgrade my Hephaestus Forge, and it talks about the various things you need. The blood essence, you could make these test tubes, and if you hold them in your offhand, it says, killed mobs with a mystical dagger, which is currently not implemented. So why... there is no mystical dagger in the pack, but if you have it in your offhand when you kill mobs, it gets you blood. And it was like 3-4 zombies, and boom, the test tube was filled. So that worked out very, very easily. And see, there's 2 test tubes. I got 2 extra ones. The XP... I can do magic bottles, which I've got a bunch of them, or if I've got... Oh, I don't have them here. The petrified orbs, those you can also put in for a lot more XP. Well, these I got from a mob reward. So let's grab these. Let's grab those, and let's grab some souls. And I think if I right-click... Yep, that fed that in with some souls. Cool. If I right-click the test tube, it's sucking down blood. Nice. Let's put 2 thingies of soul sand here, and I made the soul extractor. Not too hard, just nether bricks, quartz, and this jar, which needs edelwood, planks, and then glass. Edelwood is this stuff over here, these funky little trees. And they have these little funky faces. I found a couple of those and chopped them down. Anyway, so I don't have a lot of them, but I've got some. There's 1 soul. There we go, 2 souls, and now this is soulless sand. All right, so let's put these souls in, because to upgrade this forge, I need 10 souls. I need more blood. Oh, let's swap that blood around. And then I need 8. So I can't... I'll have to break down these obelisks. However, go back to the quest. Performing rituals, you make some sort of gavel, and I made the netherite gavel, and that gave me the extra 2 pedestals, which is great. I need to do an upgrade, and so spawner scrap. If you use a non-silk touch pick on a spawner, you'll get this scrap plus a broken spawner, and then arcane crystal. So we totally have that. So I'm going to break you. Oh, let's go back to the recipe. And I need the tier 2. How do I find the recipe? Tier? Yeah. Here's the tier 2, and here's where it tells me I need 4 of the arcane crystals, 4 of the spawner scrap. Oh, I need a plank. Cool, I still have one of those. 500 Ariel. Okay, I'm going to have to let those sit for a while. 10 souls, 6,000 blood, and no experience. Good. All right. This is going to take forever. How are you doing? Yeah, it's going to take a long time to do. And these do not stack. Oh, that's poopy. But I've got the souls. I've got the blood. I just need for this to slowly do its thing. In the meantime, I'm going to take you and you and you and you and you and you. So when these are done, I'll break them down and replace those. I wonder if they work if they're not in these key spots. I'm going to break this one and hope I get all the bits. Oh, I got that entire obelisk. Okay, I'm going to put it here. And now am I going up by 2 or 1? It's going up by 1. Okay. 1 is much slower than 2, so I will go ahead. Darn it, if I could have moved those 2, that would have been great. Dang it. I wonder if they would work here. Are you going up by 2 now? Yes. Okay. Break you. And let's put you right there. And you still go up by... Nope. Okay. So a little trial and error. We figured out what it needs to do. So yeah, I need 500, I believe. Yeah, 500 of that. It's gonna take a while, but then I'll get me the tier 2, the tier 3. Okay, some more of this chisel polished. The ingots. Okay, 1,000 are real. 50 souls. Okay, 9,000 and still no experience. Okay, but I think with the tier 3 forge, if I hit you on you, now that gives me the 4th, which I don't need. What I'm looking for is the Stella. Yes, the Eternal Stella. This one looks like I need a at least a tier 3. Okay, so yeah, I have tier 1, gonna go to tier 2, but I need to get it to tier 3. 3 of these XP orbs plus a stellarite piece and a diamond will get me this Eternal Stella. What do we need for this? 82, not bad. 1, not bad. 1,000, not bad. And it's still no experience. So much cheaper than upgrading the forge. And this will give me something that I can use the smithing table to include on an item and make it unbreaking. So for example, this soul extractor, if we look U on it, I can take a smithing template. Oh, the forbidden Arcanus smithing template. I don't know if I've got that, but take that plus the Eternal Stella will give me a non-breaking soul extractor. And it's an internal one. And so I may have to recraft this because this is saying durability 128, which is okay. Smithing template. Oh, okay. I can totally make this. That's totally, I've almost got a stack of these and you can duplicate those. All right. That's really cool. I'm going to go ahead and get more blood, but these crystals need to just do their thing. There's another way of making this. And what was that? I'm clicking here. There we go. I can make these bottles. These are real bottles. And for that, arcane dust plus the potion of regeneration. Cool. If I U on these... No, that makes the splash, which is even less, which is not so good. Oh, that gives me... Oh, one of those would give me this. Heh. It was easy to make those in the first place. But anyway, this... there was something about how much that provides each one of these bottles, and I don't recall how much, 30 something like that. It's way easier just to let it automatically generate slowly the stuff I need. Well, I got all the real I need because I just realized that if you do the acceleration, boy howdy does that help. And it needs to be on these obelisks, not on the central forge, which is okay. I'm going to go ahead and break you. I'm breaking you. I have to be careful. One of the things I turned off was the extra speed for mining because boy howdy can I just mine things super fast. Oh, I needed also the pedestals here. So I'll put you there, you there. I don't know if there's a difference with mixing things up. Oh, let's put you in the center. Oh, there's the ritual says it's working. Let's grab this gavel. I think right click. Yep, there we go. So that's pretty. In fact, I'm going to take a screenshot of that right there. So that may be the thumbnail. I didn't expect it to be that pretty. It's something like 30 seconds or so for this to run. And this is something I've never done before. I've never made this forge. Don't break my tree. I've never made this forge before. And oh, that upgraded the forge. So now it has a lot more space for these things to go in. Cool. All right. So let's add some blood here. There's enough that this needed 50 souls. No, 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 no. Wasn't 50 souls. One. Okay, that's much doable. And I've got a soul right there. Let's take the soul, drop them in. Blink. Yeah, there's the bottle would make that go much easier, but I've got enough for that. 3,000. Let's drop the other bottle in because why not? I can do that. And I think I've got all the bits I need to do the ritual here. So it was 3 of these, this stellarite piece, the diamond in the center, shift click, and then I just need to right click. Nope. Oh, because this needs to be tier 3, not tier 2. All right, that's the problem. Let's pull that out. And we'll take these guys off of here. Dink, dink. All right, so I need to get the tier 3. Tier 3 needs that 1,000 aurum, 50 souls. That's where the 50 souls was. 9,000. Okay. So, yep. Time to do that. Well, I'm going to get me a whole lot more aurum and souls. Actually, I probably only need just the one here if I'm going to speed it up. How much do you have? I need 1,000. Oh, yeah. I can do that. Yeah, that'll get me all 1,000 right there. All right, I should have all the bits now to upgrade my altar forge. Let's put that in there. Yep, it's showing me all this stuff. Plenty of that, plenty of those. Had to go hunt a stack of using my soul extractor. More blood. Right click. Yeah, right. So there we go. You know, I kind of like this one too. Let's take another screenshot. They're pretty. It's pretty. I like the models for this. That's fancy. I'm not sure which one I'm going to use for the thumbnail, but one of those two, or something else. Anyway, so this will upgrade this to tier 3, and I'm curious if it will hold any of the stuff from before. It did. It kept the RL, which is good. Let's put a soul in there, and let's put some blood in there, because if I... Now I should be able to make the Stella with the diamond. Yep, it says that it can. Nice, because now I can take some things that I would like not to wear out, and make them so that they're permanent, which is fantastic. There's a few bugs of a few things that actually break. Or don't work correctly, but you know, a lot of these things actually should work out very nicely. Yay! There's my Stella. All right, so that's the main thing I was pushing for here with this Forbidden Arcanus. I really wanted this Eternal Stella to be able to make these. I had made these before, but there was a different recipe in a different pack that didn't use this forge. Now, you know, first time making this forge, I do want to get it to tier 4, but I do want to, you know, get me a bunch of these Eternal Stellas. That way, these actually repair if they take damage, but I could make these unbreaking now if I really wanted to. Let's see. 4 of these Stellas, that's fine. I've got these runes, that's fine. 2,000 can do that. 100 souls, that's a lot of souls. Okay, 4 vials of blood and still no experience. Okay, so yeah, I can upgrade it to the tier 4, but we'll do that later. Just because it's going to take a bit of time for the RL to generate, and the temporal pouch makes that so much easier. And I got to figure out how to make it other than that. It's fast enough using it that way. Anyway, I do like the mod. I do like the look of it. The trees, they're all fantastic. And now I need to dig more into there. There's a few things that just aren't implemented yet, or maybe they aren't in the pack. For example, there's some seeds. So yeah, these golden orchid seeds, I can't plant them in regular farmland. I think I need the magical farmland here. There's just no recipe for it. Yeah, that's just kind of the way these things go. But that's okay. Anyway, this has been Grok the DuckFarmer here, playing with Forbidden and Arcanus, and it's pretty. It's got some fun little mechanics that I enjoy. Here on the Feed the Beast Evolution pack, playing on the FTOG server. And a couple guys chatting on here, but I'm ignoring them for right now because I'm doing a video for you guys. Thanks for watching.